All right, gang, we're going to take a look at kind of life on the four different levels in terms of what day-to-day life would be like on average. Again, making some assumptions, making some inferences. So this doesn't necessarily hold true for everyone living on these levels, but we just want to get a glimpse at what day-to-day life might be like for people living on the different income levels. And we see just kind of, if we were to break down the world population, a majority of the world population is at level 2 and 3. It's the ends, levels 1 and 4 that only have a couple billion each, but roughly 5 billion people living on levels 2 and 3, with most people being found there on level 2. So let's take a look and just kind of see what life is like on those particular levels. So here we are at level 1, and we're going to start here first. And there's a couple of the visuals to give us kind of a frame of reference. But then level 1, what you're looking at here is living on $30 to $60 a month, $1 to $2 a day. Your basic needs are going to be a big struggle, and your basic needs are just going to be shelter, water, food. Those are going to be a big struggle. You're going to see higher birth rates. More children are going to be born at this level. Unfortunately, the reason for that is there are going to be higher infant mortality rates. And when you have these higher birth rates and higher infant mortality rates, you're also going to see, on average, a lower life expectancy at level 1. Also on level 1, you're going to see a lot of what are known as subsistence farmers. Subsistence farmers, those are farmers who grow just enough food for their family or maybe their community, but it's just kind of a small family farm. Or laborers, just kind of, working labor tasks, daily tasks and things like that. We're not talking office jobs or things like that. And the work that they might do is going to be very unsteady. Therefore, not able to save a lot. So there's no savings, which means if you have a bad harvest or a bad storm or you're unable to work, your family has the very real possibility of facing starvation. You're going to have to probably travel far for work. You're going to have to walk almost everywhere, almost without exception. Maybe you might have a bike or something to that effect. Your homes are going to be made out of natural materials. You're not going to have windows and locks on your doors. They're going to be very basic. And your access to a doctor or medicine or healthcare is going to be extremely limited, which helps contribute again to these higher infant mortality rates and lower life expectancy. So that is level 1. And then level 2, where we've got roughly 3 billion people around the world living at level 2. At level 2, what we've got is we've got people living on $2 to $8 a day. That's $60 to $250 a month. Your basic needs are going to be met, and life is much better. Again, you still have 3 billion people living here. There's a lot of uncertainty, and you're one catastrophe away from going back to level 1. But life is going to be a lot better. The jobs that you're going to be doing at a level 2 standard of living are still going to be very physically demanding. Again, a lot of laborers, but you're going to probably be able to save a little bit of money. You're going to probably be able to buy a bike or some other similar mode of transportation. And that saves you time, right? Because you can get around places quicker. And when you've got more time, or you can travel further in the same amount of time, that gives you more opportunities to work. You could probably buy some meat and some veggies. So you're not just growing your own food here, but you can probably buy some food as well, and basic spices. And instead of cooking over an open flame, you're probably cooking over some sort of gas burner. Housing is still going to be very simple, but now you probably have a lock on your door. You might have a small space or a mattress to, just kind of to relax. You might even have some electricity. And that's going to be important for a variety of reasons, most notably because at night when you're not working, you've got the chance to read and learn and to continue to progress and move forward. You'll probably have some basic access to medication here, but you are one illness from kicking your whole family down back to level 1, because an illness takes you out of work. You quickly gobble up that savings and you're back down on level 1. But that's what life is like at level 2. And then we have level 3. This is where we have roughly 2 billion people around the world living on level 3. And when we get to level 3, we see that people are living on $8 to $32 a day, $240 to $960 a month. 2 billion people around the world. Basic necessities are met, plus even some minor luxuries. You're still going to be working long hours, factories, laborers, and things like that, but also drivers or hairdressers or nurses. And many folks at this level are going to be working 2 or more jobs to get by. This will still, though, allow you on level 2, a lot of folks to save some money. You might even be able to take out a small loan And when you're able to save some money and you're able to take out a small loan, that helps you, buy more or to get to a more comfortable standard of living in your own household. You probably have cold tap water in your home, so you don't have to go get it, or it's very nearby at level three. More meat. Why is that important? Protein. It's more nutritious. And not only are your meals going to be more nutritious, but you're also going to have more variety to your meals. Your cooking is probably going to now be on a simple stove rather than a single gas burner. Not only are you going to maybe have a bike, but you might have some sort of motorized vehicle, a moped, or access to public transportation. Again, this frees up time. This allows more opportunities for you. Your home probably has more than one bedroom as well. Your housing is going to be more secure with locks on your windows and doors. You're going to have stable electricity. You might even have a laptop and internet access and regular TV access. Your hospitals and clinics are going to be nearby. Your overall health is going to be better, and you're just definitely going to be a little bit more stable. And because of all this, your family can probably take a vacation from time to time. No, we're not talking like 2 weeks down to like the Maya Riviera all inclusive, but we are talking, a day or a few days of just rest and vacation as a family on level three. And then lastly, we have level four. Level four is going to be the final level we're looking at here, where we've got roughly 1 billion people around the world today living. And as we look to level four, we see that you're earning a roughly $32 a day or over $960 a month. You're going to be able to purchase some luxuries. You're going to be able to travel abroad or further distances. You're going to be able to go out to eat, right? This is the richest billion people around the world. And the jobs at this level typically are going to require 12 plus years of education. So at least a high school degree or high school diploma, but perhaps more. Your food is going to be more nutritious, more diverse, high protein, but also you're going to have the luxury to buy pre-prepared meals, pre-packaged meals, things that you pull out of your freezer and zap in the microwave or heat up in the stove. So you're not cooking everything from scratch. Again, it's a time saver and it's a luxury. You're going to have stoves and toasters and microwaves and maybe even toaster ovens and microwave ovens. I already said that. You're going to have reliable internet access, TV, phone. And again, all of this provides more leisure and more education opportunities. You might even own a car, and some families might even own two or even more cars at this level. So you've got multiple vehicles in your house, in addition to bikes and perhaps some other motorized vehicles, and access to everything else that levels 1, 2, and 3 would have. Your lives are going to be much more secure. Your property is going to be protected, behind lock and key. And not only that, you're going to probably have insurance on it, insurance on your house, insurance on your car, insurance on your laptop, right? Insurance on your phone. So your possessions are more secure. You're going to have savings. You're going to be able to save for retirement. You're going to be able to see a time when you won't have to work anymore and you can kick your feet up and rest and relax. And your basic medications are going to be covered without question. You will have emergency medical treatments available to almost everybody. A debilitating disease or sickness or injury, it's not great. It's going to hurt your family. It's going to hurt you personally, but it's not going to cause you to risk, losing everything in most countries that are at level 4. So there we go. There are our 4 income levels. And if we were to look at this, little graph here, we can see, we've got people on the ends at level 1 and at level 4, but a core of the world's population, they're firmly in the middle, level 2, and quickly moving into level 3. This idea that the world population is moving quickly in a positive direction. Progress is being made, right? This is excellent. Here's just, again, kind of another way to break it down. We've got 5 billion people around the world living in the middle income countries. So often we have this perception that everyone must be in extreme poverty and these level 1 low income. And that's not the case. Yes, a billion people is still a high number, but those billion are quickly moving to 2, and the 2 are moving to 3, and the 3 are moving to 4. And even everyone is just progressing in this right direction. And over time, like we heard, everyone is just, again, trending in that right direction towards the low to the middle to the high income countries. And then here is our health and wealth chart from Hans. Here's kind of a static version of it. And you can see that, yes, there is still divergence between, the level 4 and level 1, but we've got a huge portion of the world's population living at level 2 and level 3, where life is not so terrible, and it's actually all right. And that's good, right? We want the world progressing. We want progress to happen. So there you have it. There's kind of that quick recap for you on the four income levels and just some of the key details about what daily life would be like. Remember, those are assumptions, those are inferences. It's not guaranteed to be true of everyone, right? If you're living in a level three country like China, it doesn't mean everyone lives on level three. There are absolutely families and cities and parts of China that are firmly in that level four, just like there are parts that are going to be in levels one or two. And that's true of the United States as well. We are a level four country, but we have communities and families living on levels three and two and one. And so just because an entire country is in one spot doesn't mean everybody is there. So while there's a world we're progressing in the right direction, we still have work to do. That's all I've got. I will talk to you later. See ya.